Thanks for the introduction. My name's James Pryde and I'm coming from a mechanical engineering kind of background, working with the University of Loughborough and studying under the supervision of David Worley and Professor Malak. So what I want to talk about is effectively how LEDs are changing lighting technology and how commercial users of this technology are having to change their practices and how they put it into the products that we use every day. So a couple of things going on at the moment in the lighting industry. One of the things is everything is absolutely booming. People are really wanting to change over to the latest efficiencies that drive the technology. LEDs are coming in and disrupting the market. Also, the LEDs are performing what's already established as the lighting technology that we use every day. Also, things like as populations are expanding exponentially, developing nations are wanting access to more and more facilities and amenities that we tend to take for granted. People want more and more access to lighting, and this meaning everything is starting to grow, so there's more demand for products that we can use. So LEDs are playing quite a critical role in moving that technology and having quite a big impact on how we can evolve a sustainable nation and a global economy. A couple of issues going on now is at the moment we're using LED technology and it's going into an established marketplace where people are used to doing things in a certain way. So you're using things like fluorescent tubes, which is what you've got in this hall here, or incandescent filaments, which tend to be just a basic light source in a metal box. There's not too much more to it to make it more complicated than that. Whereas LEDs are very unique in what they need to be able to do to perform effectively. So you need to be able to manage the energy they're releasing, make sure they're kept at the right temperatures because they're quite sensitive. And there's quite a bit of a mismatch between what people understand the LEDs will do and how they're being used as commercial products. So there's a poor communication and poor understanding of what you're doing with it and how you use them. And that's where my research is focusing, establishing some sort of methodology between what the technology can do, what the users want, and how we go about using the LED effectively to achieve that, rather than just simply try and work it the same way it was always done. So to exploit it, you've got to use it very carefully. It requires very careful consideration of what you're going to do with it. But also you've got to understand what the market constraints are and what the market's demanding, because obviously you can't educate the market into what the technology can do. You've got to use the technology to deliver what the market wants. And that's where I'm trying to approach my PhD from that sort of perspective, is moving towards how we can use this technology to put it into practice. So I think that just summarises what I'm talking about. So I'll be presenting in a bit more detail this afternoon in room 104 upstairs. So if anybody's interested in hearing a bit more detail about how I'm going about that, please come along.